Hi everybody. Today was, well, a very interesting day to say the least. I was very, very, very frazzled and stressed. And as I was in the car driving to my destination, I thought about why I was frazzled and how it pertains to Scentsy in a good way. And so I figured, what better way to do it than make a video? Because I thought, as I was driving, I thought, you know what, that's what I got to do tonight, because people always say things and about a particular subject, and you think, oh, it's not going to happen to me, or I'll remember to do that, or whatever, and then it does happen to you, and you're like, oh no, it happened. So and you're not prepared, or you didn't heed the warnings or advice, of well-meaning individuals. Okay, let me start out by saying the day was beautiful, sunny spring day, and for those of you that don't know, we keep chickens. We have a backyard flock, and it's actually my son's 4-H project, and the whole family gets in on it and loves them, loves to watch them, and we get the fresh eggs, and we watch them with their little antics, dust baths, running around the yard, etc. So it's a family deal. So anyway, we are getting baby chicks this year, and we didn't place our order in time at the hatchery, so we would have to wait till like mid to late May, which is kind of late to start. So we asked if they would get any in earlier, and they said sometimes they have what's called an overhatch, which means that they have too many chicks hatched for the day and not enough people to buy them, because this place actually sells to big farms and larger operations, as well as small backyard hobbyist farmer type people. So they said call every day after 2 o'clock, and if you can come that day and pick them up, that's fine. So I called today, and it was about maybe 20 of 3, and I didn't expect them to have it because I've been calling and they didn't have any. Today they did. They had over 100. Well, we're not getting 100, but they said they had more than enough, and could I be there by 5? So they're about 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops with traffic, but usually about 40-45 minutes. So I get my kids all ready to go. I'm like, come on, we're going to go, we're going to go. Well, nobody was really ready on time. Nobody had expected this, to go, rather, but we had to. Excuse me. So we had to go, and we get in the car. I get everybody in after we're rushing around trying to get out, because it was already like 3:20 when we were pulling out of the driveway. And I had to make one more stop before the hatchery, so I'm rushing to get there. I get maybe 20 minutes on the highway, and I realize that I left a candle burning. Can you imagine that? I am a Scentsy consultant, and I burned a candle. Actually, it was one of these. My mother had bought these for me as a birthday gift quite a while ago. And because I primarily use Scentsy, I'm kind of like cleaning up my candle closet to get rid of all the candles that I have, so I figured, oh, I'll burn this. I lit this because I thought I was going to be home all day, and I wasn't. Turns out, I had to get in the car and go, and I left the candle burning. And I thought to myself, I said to my son, I'm like, should I go back? It'll probably be okay. It's in, glass, and it'll be okay. And then I thought, nah, I have a cat. The cat jumps all over. I was afraid he was going to knock it over. And I know my daughter's dolls were nearby, and the couch, and I thought, God forbid, if I don't go back and lose the 25 minutes, then I will regret it if something were to happen and my house, I came home to nothing. We have other pets in the house as well, and who wants that anyway? So traffic's building, schools, the school buses, people starting to come home from work, and so it's taking longer to get back home. I was so angry. I was so upset. So my son went in, blew out the candle, came back in the car, and then I started going on, my rant. I'm like, oh, if your kids were ready earlier, if blah, 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 woulda, coulda, shoulda. And I realized that it really wasn't their fault. This was like my fault. And I mean, the candle wasn't their fault, but I was just piling on. But the reality is what really made me angry was I had to go back and lose time because I left the candle burning. With Scentsy, you don't have that problem. And I thought, I'm not going to use these candles up. There's no way, because you just can't tell when something's going to happen. You know, if you have to go out in an emergency, or a day like today, like I expected to be home, and then you have to shift gears and run out the door, and then you leave something on. And I've heard of candles in jars just cracking. So it's not just tea lights. It's not, regular pillar candles without any kind of protection. It's unattended candles are no good. And like I said, I always say, oh, I'll always remember, because I'm not like that. I'm very responsible, and I know when I have a candle burning. Today I didn't, and because I left in a frenzy. So I just wanted to make this video to show the importance of having a tart warmer, a wax warmer, like Scentsy, where you can leave it on all day, all night, out of the house, and no problems. I wouldn't have had to turn around if I used my Scentsy warmer and not a candle. And by the way, I am actually holding one of my new, this is their thank you warmer. I don't know if it's too bright, but I just got this in, and it's really nice. They have to, this is on back order, the frame, the 10-year anniversary frame. But look at this. Look at the size of the dish for the wax. It's a really nice size. And there's, of course, the light bulb. But if I had this baby running today instead of this, I wouldn't have had to turn back. All right. Well, hope you guys have a good day, and thanks for listening. And feel free to comment and link to my website. Thank you.